good morning. Hello, Nat. How are you, darling?
Hello, very good, thank you. How are you, Trinny?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I'm just turning up the sound. Just going to get, actually, I've realised I've got my fashion trainers on and not trainers. So I just got to sort that out.
Well, you know what? Today we're doing mostly upper body, so it's not vitally important.
Fine, I'll stay as I am. I'll stay as I am, honey. I'm ready to go. Upper body, ladies. Good.
More upper body, a little bit of core. And you need a chair today.
I'm going to use the chair today. All right, upper body.
Yes.
We're going to get those. We're going to get those biceps bicepping. Those
Okay.
biceps bicepping. Okay. All right,
Right.
do I have a chair now?
Let's get a chair. But I've just realised I don't
I'm ready.
yet.
I'm ready.
A bench.
You naturally yourself. Bench you're getting. I'm not
Yeah, bench, chair, whatever you have to
Okay.
sit on. Okay, right, let's get going with the mobility. How's your back today, Trinny?
It's all right, but I don't want to do what took it out of place last time. So
No.
if I'm going to be doing anything like that, I'll do it with my knees.
Yes, we're not. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So I want you to come into your quadruped position. Hands down under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Extend your right leg out to the side. Deep breath in. Reach your right arm up, and then exhale. Reach underneath your left arm. So you're getting in that really nice rotation, and you're stretching out the chest. Good. Pushing your hips back a little bit, getting a bit of an inner thigh stretch as well. Go for 2 more. Last one. Place the hand down, bring the knee in, and then extend your left leg. So you're going to do the same on the other side. Deep breath in, reach your left arm up, and then exhale, reach underneath your right arm. Trying to rotate a little bit further every time. So you're really mobilizing everything. Last one. Place the hand down, bring the knee back in, and come into your cat dog stretch so you can flex, extend, flex, extend, pushing that chest forward, drawing the shoulders down, lifting your head a little bit. Flex and extend one more time, then you're going to come to your neutral spine, and then bring your right hip towards your right shoulder. Back to the center, left hip towards the left shoulder, back to the center, keep switching from side to side. Then you're going to go back to the center. Make sure your toes are tucked under because you're going to lift your knees and hold your knees up for 20 seconds. So you're in this bear plank for 20 seconds. Firing up the upper body, that's it, perfect. So back is nice and flat like a table. Good, taking some deep breaths, you're here for 10. You're here for 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. You're going to push your hips back, relax in a child's pose for a couple of seconds. Reach your arms forwards. And then take a deep breath in and exhale. Slowly stack up. Roll those shoulders back a couple of times. Good. And then you're going to come up onto your feet. And we're going to get started with the first, we're going to go into some arm circles actually. So I want you to bring your arms all the way up and then circle them round and down, just so you can mobilize the shoulder joint. And you're going to really warm up those shoulders. Going for another 3 in this direction, 2, 1, and reverse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. And now you're going to pick up some weights, water bottles or little weights, whatever you have to hand. Okay, and we're actually going to get started with a bigger exercise. So going into a bent over row. So I want you to pull. And if you, Trinny, if you do feel like this is a bit uncomfortable on your back, if you place one hand on your chair, we can go into a single arm row. So just let me know how you feel in that bent over row position. You're here for 30 seconds, really squeezing those shoulder blades together. So you roll the shoulders back and then pull. Exhale as you pull. Inhale to lengthen the arms. So this is getting those biceps going. This is getting those mid-back muscles going. Good. And your lower back has to work a little bit, the muscles surrounding that lumbar spine. Going for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. You're going to put those weights down. You've got tricep dips now. So we're working the opposite muscle group. And this is why you need your chair or bench. So we're going into tricep dips. You're going to have your hands next to your hips, fingers turned forwards. And then you're going to bring yourself just off the edge of the chair, shoulders roll back, knees bent, and then you lower, push, lower, push. If your legs are straighter, it is going to get your upper body working that little bit more intensely. Good. Perfect. Keep those shoulders rolled back and down. And again, this is a 30-second exercise. Keep it going. If you want to make it harder, you can lengthen out those legs. Otherwise, stick to exactly what you're doing. 15 seconds. Perfect. You are halfway through. If you do need to have a little rest, by all means, take some rest and sit on the chair. Let's go for another 3. Go for 2. Last 1. Sit up on the chair, just roll those shoulders back a couple of times, and then you're into a plank. But we're going to modify it today. Well, we've got a side plank first of all. So you're going to work the obliques and the deep core muscles, the muscles surrounding your spine. Really good to work, especially if you have any back problems going on. So you're going to start off with your right forearm down. And you can do this either in a modified plank or your legs out straight. So your right forearm is down. Your left foot is either stacked on top of your right foot or slightly forwards. Or you're going to have your knees bent. Then you're going to lift your hips, reach your left arm up to the sky. Set that right shoulder down, really lift the hips. Hips tucked in. If you do need to come into the modified...
Am I in a straight line?
Sorry?
Am I in a straight line?
You're in a perfectly straight line. You're going to hold the side plank.
Everything, okay, fine, got it.
Yeah. So make sure that right shoulder is rolled down, set into position so you're feeling the muscles underneath your shoulder blades fire up. Really lift those hips, good. Keep that arm lifted, and it is a static hold. We're working those muscles isometrically. A little bit of endurance for the side of the stomach and the deep core muscles surrounding the spine. You've got another 15 seconds to go. Good, keep holding. It's a really tough one. You're here for another 5. For 3, 2, 1, and stop. Let's switch to do the same on the other side. Left forearm down, right foot stacked on top of the left. Push yourself up. You can actually place the other hand down to help lift you. Hips are lifted, tucked in. Big reach up to the sky. 30 seconds. Let's go. So really lifting. Nice. So you're tucking in, and this is for the side of the stomach predominantly. Halfway through, you got 15 seconds. You may notice that you're more strong on one side than the other. That's completely normal, so you just may need to do a little bit of, or start off on the stronger side, sorry, the weaker side, time it, and then match it on the weaker side. You've got 2 seconds, 1, and rest. So you're going to come up onto your feet. We're going to add a little bit of leg work in, just to get the blood pumping around the body. So this is your interim exercise between sets. I want you to come into just an alternating Catsy Lunge. Alternating Catsy Lunge for 45 seconds. Nice and speedy. You're going to bring one leg behind and across slightly. Make sure the weight is in that front heel. So it's an inhale to lower and an exhale to drive up. Good, halfway through. Keeping that chest a little bit more upright. Perfect. Good, get nice and low. 15 seconds. If you need to take your time with it, you can do. And this is a great one for working the outer thigh. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, grab a sip of water if you need. We're going to go back into the bent over row. So bent over row, tricep dips, side plank, curtsy. Grab your dumbbells or your water bottle, or bottles, or your pile of books as well. That's going to work. Anything can work as long as you've got a little bit of weight, maybe a band. Shoot the hips back, shoulders roll back and down. You're going to pull, squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull, lengthen, pull, lengthen. It is just 30 seconds of work. 30 seconds. Good. Really bring the shoulders back, and you don't need to bring the elbows too far back because that's going to actually start to tilt your shoulder forwards and get an inward rotation of that shoulder, which you don't want. Weights come towards the hips, halfway. And if you have got light weights, you can either go a little bit faster, or maybe you can pull and then slowly lengthen. You're here for another 3, 2, 1, stop, tricep dips. So using your chair or your bench or your sofa, you're going to have your hands either side of your hips, shoulders rolled back and set down. And then we go 30 seconds of tricep dips. Lower the hips and press. If the tricep dips are very uncomfortable for you, you can get one or both of your weights. Extend the arms above the head and then bend and extend the arms. Good. You're here for another 4. Good, go for 3, 2, last one, Trinny. You can stop, take a seat on that chair for a second. Shake out those wrists, roll them around, maybe have a little stretch. Good, and then we're going to take it over to the mat and come into the side plank. So, right side is down, legs are out straight or your knees are bent if you're modifying. Right shoulder is rolled back and down. You're going to lift your hips, reach your left arm up to the sky, keep your hips tucked right in. 30-second hold. Side planks is really hard because it's actually just one side of your body lifting your entire body weight. Keep lifting, keep tucking those hips in. Good. And we're doing this round 3 times. So this set of exercises 3 times over. You've got another 15 seconds in that side plank. Just a quick check to make sure you're not collapsing in to your shoulder. It is firmly rolled back and down. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Let's switch sides. Left forearm down. Legs stacked one on top of the other. You're going to lift your hips, reach your arm up to the sky. Remember, you can take rest if you need to. This is a really tough exercise, and you've just been working the triceps, and now they are working synergistically in this exercise along with other muscles. You're here for 15 more seconds. That's it. You can keep your hand down as well if you need, just to support you a little bit. Good, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Come up onto your feet. You're going to shrug off those shoulders. Just roll them back a couple of times. And then you can come into the Catsy Lunge, where you bring that leg behind and across. Then stand, behind, across. You can take your time with that. Or if you find a Catsy Lunge difficult, then just do some normal squats. It's fine, just to get the legs working a little bit. And it's 45 seconds, little rest, and then you're back to the first exercise, but it's for the last time. Good, halfway through this. Nice. Get those legs fired up a little bit, get the butt working. Balance. Good. Inhale as you lower, exhale to drive up. Nice. Going for another 4. Go for 3, 2, 1 more rep. Come up and stop. Right. Drink if you need, and then we're going into the final round, the third and final round of this combination of exercises. It's good old strength training today. So you need your weights, whatever they are, books or dumbbells, water bottles, band. You're going to shoot the hips back, roll the shoulders back and down, come into that bent over row position. And you'll go in 3, 2, 1. Shoulders back and down, pull, lengthen, pull, lengthen. Really imagine you're pinching a pen between your shoulder blades. If I was with a client, or I used to do this with you, Trinny, I would put my hand in the middle of your back so you get that sort of proprioceptive feedback to squeeze somebody's hand.
So just feeling your back is still, your hand is still on my back.
Yeah. You're here for another 10 seconds and then you're into those tricep dips again. So lots of upper body muscles being worked here, in fact all the upper body muscles. Going for another 2, 1 more, stand up, put those weights down, tricep dips for the last time. So because this is for the last time, if you can lift your legs out for a few reps, if you've had your legs bent, then do try and challenge yourself. And let's go. So, hands next to your hips, shoulders roll back, chest is as open as possible. You're going to lower your hips down towards the ground.
Do I breathe in when I'm going down or up?
You breathe in when you're going down, and you breathe out when you're coming up, because when you come up, that's where the most effort is, that's where you're contracting the muscles, and your exhale really helps. Good. So if you're lifting your leg, Trinny, do you want to switch to lift the other side? You've got to keep it even, because we're nearly there. Nearly at the end. Go for another 3, 2, 1, and stop. Shake off those wrists, roll those shoulders back. And we go into the side plank for the last time. Now if you need to modify to lift your back really tender, then please do. Or you could do a full side plank for the first half, and then a modified plank for the second.
Okay.
You can also put your hand down, just to give yourself a little bit of assistance. Right, going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 30 seconds. Lift, either reach that arm up to the sky, you can place it down. That's it, just nice deep breaths to power through. You're halfway now. If you want to modify, you can do. Going for another 10 seconds. Last time you're doing this. So if it feels tough, that's good. It means those exercises are working their magic. You've got 3, 2, 1, and stop. Let's switch to do the same on the other side. Left forearm down.
We're doing it, ladies. We're doing it. Let's do it. Let's think of those powerful, strong arms without little boom underneath.
Absolutely. Right. Let's do this now. 30 seconds. Side plank is notoriously difficult.
Okay.
So if you're at home and you are holding this for the whole time, then that is a great sign of core strength and upper body strength. Halfway. Big reach. Keep tucking those hips. You're here for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, come up. Roll those shoulders back a couple of times. We're going to go into the Catsy Lunges for the last time, because that's kind of our active recovery for the upper body. And let's go. Right foot behind the left. You're going to sink down, come back up, lower, lift. Take your time with this if you need to. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see it from the side. Good. 15 seconds in, 30 seconds to go. So Trinny, your day 2 no smoking.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Going all right. I mean, I'm finding like yesterday evening, I really wanted one. So whenever I want one, I drink a lot of water.
Okay, that's a good habit switch.
So that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. And I saw you had a drink from Hagen on your Instagram, and I was actually quite envious because I love that place.
It's so good, that coffee. Oh.
I know, it's delicious.
Did you like, I did your porridge yesterday.
I did, I saw that. It looked really good. Last
It's
one.
still up there, ladies. If you want to look at Nathalie's porridge again, it's on my start the week with, and it's when I do a commitment.
Yes.
Something I love to eat, a beauty thing, etc. Yeah.
We are going into the next round of exercises now. And we're going to sit down for this one. And the reason we're sitting down is because I'm better for your back, actually. And we're concentrating on upper body today, so it's nice to sit down. You need your weights. Trinny, you're looking way too relaxed in that position.
Yeah.
So you're going to sit on the chair,
yeah.
forward, and come into a reverse fly. So you're pulling the shoulders back, to those shoulders. If your weight's a little heavy, you can just do one side, then the other side, or bend your arms. So we're leaning down, we're lowering the chest down towards the knees. You're going to pull, squeeze those mid-back muscles. And we actually did this one when we did the chair workout. So Trinny, they are opening the arms out to the side. So your arms are coming into more of a T shape.
Ah, okay. But are my boobs right on my knees?
You can lift them a little bit. It's whatever feels comfortable for you. So really try and open the chest as much as you can. Bring those arms right back. Good. Really back, so you're squeezing the backs of the shoulders and the upper mid-back muscles. You've got another 3, 2, 1 more, and stop. Now you're going to come up onto your feet with the weights. You're going to have the hands in front of the chest, and I want you to turn, press the arms up to the sky in an Arnold press. If you do have just a pile of books or the one weight, then just bring the arms down and lift up. Good. Otherwise, you're opening out the arms, so now you're working the top of the shoulder, and you're working the biceps a little bit here too.
Tell me when we're halfway, because I got one weight bigger than another.
Okay, right, you're halfway now, actually. So, switch. If you have got uneven weights, and by now, the arms should be beginning to really feel fatigued. You're here for another 2, 1 more, and stop. You're going to put those weights down. You're going to come into a plie position, hips tucked in, glutes engaged, and we go into the punches across the body. So we're getting in some very gentle cardio. We continue to work the upper body. You're actually working the obliques here, really, because you're rotating. The legs are working isometrically, glutes are working, and that lower back is kept nice and safe. It's just that upper body rotating. The faster you go, the more you're going to raise the heart rate. Really pull the shoulder back so you're engaging the lats, and you're here for a whole minute. Good. If you need to slow it down, you can do, or if you want to come in and out of the squat, you can do. The possibilities are endless with this exercise. You're here for another 20 seconds. Let's really get those arms working hard today. Maintain your posture. Shoulders are pulled right back. Good. Going for 10 more seconds. Absolutely crushing it. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Good. Okay. Ab exercise. Going to lie down on the mat. You're going to have your left hand behind your head, your right foot down on the ground, and you're going to reach up and across to your left ankle. So that left leg lowers, and you reach up with your right hand. If you want to make this a little harder, you can extend your right leg and hover it just above the ground. That's going to make it much more difficult for the lower abdominals.
Yeah, the leg that's going down, I never put on the floor. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry?
So the leg that's going down, I never put on the floor.
No, you don't. So it just hovers, and then you reach up and across the body. So that way you're working the side of the stomach. You've got 10 seconds to go on this side, and then a little pulse. Going for another 3, 2, lift and hold. Little pulses up to your ankle with your right hand. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Your left foot is down on the ground. You're going to reach up and across to your right ankle now. You'll bring the arm back, and then you reach. And again, if you want to hover that left leg just above the ground, that's going to make it more challenging for the side of the stomach. Good. If you place the other hand behind your head, that's just going to support your neck a little bit. That's it. Halfway through this one, and then you've got the pulses. Perfect. Big reach up. 10 seconds to go. Perfect, Trinny. Go for 2 more reps. 1 more. Reach and hold. Let's go little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. You're going to turn over, push yourself up. Have a sip of water if you need. Then you're into round 2 of this same combination. So we started with this seated reverse fly. So if you've got books, I'll tell you when it's halfway so you can switch the books around because they're probably not the same weight. You're sat on your chair or your bench. You're going to lean forwards and either do both arms at the same time, bringing them out to the side, or you can do one and then the other. If it's really heavy, bend the arms, or do both at the same time. Good. Just get the backs of those shoulders working. It's good for the posture as well, this one. Good. Bring those arms perfectly out to the side. You're going to switch halfway if you haven't already. Sorry, to switch the weights around. And this one is great because normally, those muscles are on a stretch. We slouch our shoulders, most people, at a computer or a phone. And so you've got to work them, contract them, shorten them a little bit, pull your shoulders back. Last 2. 1 more. And stop. We're going into those Arnold presses now. So you come up onto your feet. Start off with hands in front of those shoulders. Then you rotate, turn the palms forwards, bring the arms back in so palms are towards the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. And I'll tell you when it's halfway so you can switch the weights around. And when you're standing up here, you want to keep the hips tucked in because by pressing the weight up above your head, you really have to work the core. And if you're pushing your hips back like that, you're going to be disengaging those core muscles and putting a lot of pressure on your back. Switch to do the switch weights. Good. Nice strong press. Good. Going for another 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Put those weights down. You're going to come into your please Scott hold with the cross punches. So toes are turned out, knees are turned out, push those knees right out, sink down, chest lifted, and you're punching across the body nice and fast, really going for it. get that rotation in, but you're squeezing your butt. If you want to come in and out of the squat, you absolutely can do. Or you're just holding it statically. 60 seconds this exercise. Good. And those shoulders should really be feeling it because you've just been working all of those muscles, but this time, no weight. Good. Let's go. Get nice and low. Really push those knees out. 15 seconds. So really going for it. If you want to fire up that heart rate, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Roll those shoulders back a couple of times. We're down into a different ab exercise this time. So lying down on your mat, left hand behind your head, you're going to lift your chest, and we're going to go into that ankle reach. So we're just reaching for that one side. Upper body stays lifted.
I'm reaching to the left side or the right side?
Sorry?
Reaching to the left or right side?
So reaching to the right, it doesn't matter because you're going to keep it even. So I just started reaching to my right side, but 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other.
So explain to people who joined for the first time that we're going in and under the bottom. We're not just going down, because sometimes it's difficult to see the detail, Nathalie.
Okay, so it depends on a person's spine really, but sometimes you won't get as much contraction. If you've got quite a good mobility in lateral flexion, you might want to reach a little further under, like you're doing, reaching right under, sort of under the butt, and then you'll get more of a contraction. Otherwise, you reach round to the ankle to try and touch your ankle. And obviously, if your feet are closer together, it's going to be more difficult because you have to reach around a little bit further. But your chest stays lifted, and it's a little movement. Now you're going to switch to do the same on the other side. Here, so you lift your chest and reach around. Nice. Good. Keep that chest lifted the whole time. So it's a smaller movement, reaching round, feeling the side of the stomach contract. You have another 10 seconds. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Okay, you can come up onto your feet, grab a drink. And we're going into that round one more time. So for the last time.
Exhausted, yeah, okay.
And that should really fatigue the upper body.
Already feeling it, darling.
Good, right. So we're going to pick up those weights, sit on your chair. Let's come into the reverse fly.
The words sitting on your chair are the best part of this. Yeah.
Right, so lower the chest down. Open those arms, really squeeze the back. Well, actually, with less Christmas parties happening this year, / no Christmas parties happening, we can channel our energy into getting really fit this Christmas.
Yes, Nathalie!
Open the arms right out. Because winter, I mean, what else is there to do?
Yeah.
Deep breath in, bring those arms down and pull. Keep the back nice and straight. Don't need to round your back in this position because you're lifting heavy weights, so you need to contract your spinal extensors. You're going to switch the weights halfway now if you haven't already. Good. Pull, and you can go into one side and then the other if they're beginning to feel a little bit heavy. Go for another 3. Go for 2. Last one. And stop. Come up onto your feet. You're going to need those weights again. You've got the Arnold Press. Hands in front of the shoulders. Hips tucked. Squeeze the butt. And then you're going to press those arms up above the head. Good. Nice strong press. So this is going to really sculpt those arms, make them look nice and toned. Going for another 15 seconds, that's right, switch you're halfway. Perfect, let's go for 4 more reps. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop there. Put those weights down. Plie with the punches. Gently raise the heart rate. Work on thoracic rotation. You're really going to get the back muscles firing up. Nice. And if you want to challenge your balance a little bit here, you could try coming up onto the toes. Although maybe not in those trainers today. No. Right. Really strong punch. I like this one because it's a nice low impact cardio. There's no jumping, but it does get the heart rate up. You're here for another 20 seconds. Nice. Powerful punches. Keep pulling the shoulders back. That's it. If you need to slow it down, you can do. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay. Ab exercise, different one. You're going to have your legs in tabletop this time. Lower back is down, your knees are apart, your toes are together. You're going to lift your chest, bring the elbows to the knees, then lower your head down, lower your feet down, and again lift, lower. So everything lifts at the same time, upper body and your legs.
Well, we're in that diamond shape.
Sorry?
We're in that diamond shape.
Yes, in the diamond shape. So your legs are in the diamond shape.
What does that do now?
So it just helps to activate the lower abdominals a little bit more without putting too much pressure on your lower back. It also is a nice way of not getting the hip flexors involved as much as well. Hence why your lower abdominals activate a little bit more. Good. Going for another 3. Go for 2. You've got 1 more. I want you to lift your chest and hold. Now open the arms, extend the legs out at a diagonal. Maintain your lateral rotation, but your legs are together. Static hold. You're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Give those knees a hug. Rock from side to side to loosen up the back. And then you're going to turn over. You're into your last round of exercises now.
Oh, I thought I was going to hear the word stretching.
Sorry? We're nearly stretching.
Okay.
Very nearly stretching.
Okay.
So, you're going to come into a tricep press.
You can do it, ladies.
You're actually, if you need to support it, grab it, and then you're going to be lying back down on the mat on your side.
Okay,
And you've
can I
done
do
this
it,
one
on a
before.
little bench?
So it's where you're going to hold your ribs with one arm. I'll show you in a second.
Okay. So.
Okay, so lying on your right side, you're going to have your left foot forwards, your right foot back a little bit. You're going to have your right arm wrapped around your ribs. Then your left hand is on the ground and your fingertips are pointing up in the
Sorry,
same
my
direction.
left foot's forward like in a bended knee.
Your right leg is bent, your left leg is straight and it's forwards.
Okay.
Then you lower, hover, and then push. So you're
with my
hovering.
left arm. Okay.
So you're coming down.
So I got my
And then
right
push
hand
yourself
wrapped
up.
around my ribs and I'm pushing up with my left hand.
And you're pushing up with your left hand. Yes. Perfect. And then rather than coming all the way down, see if you can just hover an inch away from the mat and then push up again. Good, so you're going to push.
I can't do that now, it's too bad for my neck.
Okay, so
I'm going to have to go all the way down and up.
That's fine, go all the way down. It is very effective for those triceps. I can actually see your triceps contracting on the screen.
My are bulging.
They are. They look sculpted. That's two. You've got one more. And then switch sides. This is just a little finisher for us. And then you're
Nobody's even hearting because everyone is so exhausted.
I wonder if some people are just lying on their mat on the
pain
side.
and torment.
Right, so right leg is straight and it's forwards, your left leg is bent.
I got it wrong, say it slower in that 1 second. Right leg is straight, it's forward and back leg is up. Okay, yeah.
Then you're going to push, lower. Push, lower.
Push.
And this one is really tough. You are pushing up your whole body weight. We're going into the Mermaid after this.
Oh, how exciting.
I know. You've got 20 seconds to go. Tough little exercise, but it's the last exercise. Going for another 3, 2, 1 more, and then push yourself up. You're going to, if you start off kneeling, you're going to slide your hips off to the left. So and then bring your legs out, so you've got triangles with your legs, and then the inside of your left ankle is turned up to the sky, the outside of your right ankle is turned up. Arms come out to the side. You take a deep breath in, reach up and over to the left, place the left forearm down, and then exhale, reach underneath your left armpit, pressing your shoulder down towards the ground. Inhale, come back to the center, exhale, push up, and reach over. And if you reach sideways but also across a little bit, so you're rotating the body, you'll feel more of a stretch around your hip. So. And this one is nice because you get lateral flexion in for the spine as well as rotation, and inward and outward rotation of your hips too. So there's lots of mobility going on here. You've got one more. Good. Really reaching the arm. Nice. Try to keep the arms straight when you are coming into that side bend. Good. And then you're going to reach up and over in the opposite direction and take hold of your wrist with your other hand, so you can pull yourself into a slightly deeper stretch. Good. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. You're going to switch your legs around. That's it. And then, so the inside of your right ankle is now turned up. Arms out to the side. Deep breath in. You're going to reach up. And then reach under. Inhale back to the center. And then exhale, push yourself up and reach over. And if you want to hold the stretch anywhere that feels particularly good for you, then you go for it. Arms wide, shoulders down. Big reach, reach under. We're going to go into one more repetition. Come back to the center, reach up and over, hold the stretch. You can take your wrist in the other opposite hand and very gently pull as you lean forwards. Good, come back to the center. Okay, now you're going to sit in a cross-leg position. And you reach up with that right arm. You're going to trace a semicircle along the ground and follow it with your left arm. and then reach up with that left arm. Then you're going to go into the opposite direction. You reach up and over, reaching all the way forwards. If you are a little tight in that lower back area, you are going to feel this is quite a nice stretch for you. Reaching, just doing little semicircles with your arms. One more. Good. And then you're going to lean back a little bit, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So your arms are behind you. Just squeeze the shoulder blades together so you're getting in a small extension of your thoracic spine. And then come forward. I want you to bring your legs out now. You're going to turn over and do a cat dog stretch, and then we'll go into some neck stretches, and then and arm stretches, and then you're done.
Great.
Come to your neutral spine. You can either stay kneeling or come up onto your feet, whichever is more comfortable for you. You're going to flex your hands. So.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were doing cat and dog stretch.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we've just finished that one, and now you're going to come up onto your knees. That's it, and then flex your hands like this. Just roll the shoulders back and tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. Gently take your left hand and place it on the right side of your head. So you feel the neck elongate. And then look down towards your left pocket. So on Friday, Trinny, we'll do a full body exercise.
Great.
And I think we'll include some cardio.
Fantastic idea.
And then ready for the weekend.
Yeah, great.
Back to the center. Right ear to right shoulder. Take your left hand and place it on the right side of your head. Keep that shoulder roll back and down. Good. And then look down towards your right pocket. Take hold of the back of your head. Come back to the center. You're going to take the base of your neck and then pull the shoulders back. Look up towards the left corner of the room, just so you feel the front of your neck stretched out. Come back to the center, and then you're going to switch to do the same on the other side. Back to the center again. Roll those shoulders back. You're going to reach your left arm up above your head, and let's see if you can come into a slight side bend to deepen the stretch, stretching out your triceps. Come back to the center, and then let's switch. Taking hold of that right elbow. Back to the center. You're going to pull that left arm across the body just to stretch out the shoulder a little bit. And then switch sides. Back to the center, roll the shoulders back, set them down, and you're finished. You're ready for Wednesday.
We are done. We are done. That was so brilliant. So happy. Thank you so much.
You're very
I can't
welcome.
believe we got through it, actually, because there was a moment halfway through that where I just thought, Jeebus, can I keep going? But we still are at, can I just say there's a core 224, and I just want to say that's consistent. So
Amazing.
I just love that you ladies are doing this. We're doing it all together. We've been doing it now for how long, Nat?
Over 6 months, I think.
Like, we started in when? April?
Yeah, started in April.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months.
8 months.
8 months we've been doing it now.
That's brilliant.
It's
And
really
people
amazing.
have really increased their fitness. I've had so many lovely messages from people. So yeah.
Well, you are the best. And if ever you know, by the way, that I'm for some reason, just to say this, because occasionally I can't do a morning. And if we've forgotten to post on social, Nathalie will always be doing it on her channel, which is always listed in this anyway.
Yeah.
And there's lots of classes and Zoom classes Nathalie is now doing. So you want to work out more than we're working out together. Nathalie is doing some Zooms where she looks after your body much more because she can see everybody.
Yes.
And there's a small charge for it, but it's pretty reasonable. And yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you so much, darling.
Thanks, Trinny. I will see you on Friday for our full body workout.
We are. Jesus Christ, ladies, are we ready for that? Okay. All right. Thanks, Nat.
Bye.